Hello. So it's Thursday, the 24th of February. My name's Steve. I'm the pastor at Riverside Elim, and it's great just to be able to do this video with you. I feel like I haven't really been able to communicate properly with you over the last couple of weeks. It's been an interesting week here at Riverside Elim. We have been hosting the emergency services, the bronze cell, here 24/7 as part of the response effort to the flooding in Bewdley, and it's been a fantastic opportunity and a real privilege to be part of this opportunity in supporting our local community. Some of you have been helping to provide some hot meals for the teams here as well, which I know has gone down really well, so thank you all so much for that. Whether or not they'll still be here over the weekend, we'll find out over the next couple of hours or so. But I don't know what you woke up to this morning, but today sees locally Bewdley flooding. Nationally, we see that today marks the day where the legal COVID restrictions have been lifted. And then internationally today, woke up to the news that Russia was invading the Ukraine. That's a lot to take in one day. That's a lot of chaos locally, nationally, and internationally. There's a lot happening out there, and it's very easy to get caught up in the chaos of it all over what is happening with the local houses that have been affected with the flooding. Were the government right in their decisions to lift the restrictions? And everyone has an opinion on that. And finally, to the disconcerting news of conflict and war internationally. And all of this can create a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty. But one thing that God's been really digging in with me over the last couple of weeks is He's always present. He is constant. And even when we're not in control of what's going on around us, He's sovereign. He's on the throne. He's always with us. He is always for us. And actually, He will always intervene and hear our prayers. This is a time for us to be digging into God and for us to be trusting Him more and more. And I want to encourage you, as the world gets a crazy place around us, let's keep digging into God. God is immovable. God is unshakable. And we can keep trusting in Him. So let's keep digging into God and putting our trust in Him. Now, we will be this Sunday meeting back in person at the Elim Lane building after having 2 weeks off from meeting in person. We had those 2 weeks off because all of our Sunday ministries were impacted by COVID. But we feel that enough people have recovered and are well enough for us to return to putting on a Sunday service in person as well as online. However, whilst the government legal restrictions have lifted today, if the last couple of weeks has taught me personally anything, if not us anything, is that COVID is still with us. And I would not wish this illness upon anybody, as I've wrestled with it myself over the last couple of weeks. So there will, even though there's no legal restrictions in place, we will still be following some legal guidelines, some COVID guidelines. Why? Just because we care about you all and we want to keep you safe. So there will be some more social distancing of seats back in place around the building to give people more space. At this point in time, we won't be serving drinks at the end of the service either. I personally will be wearing a mask throughout the service. I do this because I'm aware a mask doesn't protect me, but a mask stops me from infecting others from anything that I might be carrying. And I was really struck by just how effective that is, because so many people have spoke to me this week and said, Steve, isn't it odd that you had COVID, Steve, because I haven't had COVID and I was talking to you on that Sunday. And actually I was wearing a mask on that Sunday, so that's probably one of the reasons why it didn't spread to some people. I wear a mask to stop that spread. So I know it's not a legal requirement, but I will personally still be making that choice to try and protect other people as best as I can. And masks will be still available, and please, if you feel comfortable to wear them in the service, please do, because we do this to really look after one another. If you are vulnerable or you are concerned about ventilation, the front door will be open throughout the service. So if you're feeling more vulnerable and you want to be near the ventilation systems, why don't you sit at the back of church, and you'll be clear, you're nearer to the door for that airflow. But also say that door will stay open. So if you're worried about being cold, bring a coat or bring a jumper, because that back door, the front door, which is at the back, will stay open. And please, and I can't reiterate this enough, if you feel unwell, please stay home and watch it online. This thing has a nasty habit of you do a test and it comes up negative, and actually it really is COVID. And so I want to encourage, if you do feel unwell, please, you can still engage in the service, just engage in it from home. And we're saying this, why? Not because we want to put pressure on people and to restrict things, but we do this because we care for you, because we love you, and we want everybody to be as safe as possible. There will be both River Kids and Tweenies running this week, but until we know what's happening regarding the emergency services in the back room here, we don't know what rooms they will happen in, but I can guarantee they will happen, and we'll let the families know through the River Kids and Tweenies WhatsApp groups what's going to happen in terms of those ministries, but they will be running this Sunday. I'm so pleased to be coming out the other side of this. And I'm so pleased we get to worship and gather again in person. And I think, especially when the world around us seems so uncertain like it is now, gathering together to dig into God together, to pray and to worship and to hear what God is saying through his word is more important than ever before. We need God, and we need to dig into him together. I'm so pleased we're getting this opportunity to do this. So please come along. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Remember, stay safe, look after yourselves, but even more importantly, look after each other. And I cannot wait to see you and worship with you on Sunday. And don't forget, if you're a bloke, 9:30 on Saturday morning, it's the men's breakfast, bacon sandwiches, sausage sandwiches. Come along for a chance of some fellowship, a bit of teaching, a bit of prayer, and a chance to grow together in God, which is what we're all about. So it'd be great to see you there. Have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll see you at some point either Saturday or Sunday. I'll speak to you soon.